The first sign of doom shimmered into existence on the crystal ball. Inspection imminent. Conclave of Arcane Oversight. Guildmaster Tholbrand dropped his pastry mid-bite. Oh no, he breathed. They're early. Across the hall, a support platform creaked. It was the third in a precarious, glowing stack, 5 meters high, levitating toward the high ether conduit. The apprentice atop it, Marin, froze mid-reach. "Do we abort?" "Too late to abort," barked Senior Enchanter Lutha, flinging a shimmer cloth over a suspiciously twitching cabinet. The cabinet sneezed. She kicked it. Pandemonium bloomed. A charmed mop was convinced the summoning circle chalked into the break-room floor was spilled soup. It aggressively scrubbed, activating the circle's half-faded glyphs. The circle coughed, sputtered, and belched forth a spectral goat. It immediately began eating a wall sconce. "Why was there still a circle?" Tholbrand shouted, shoving a rolled rug under a shelf to cover the glowing sigils beneath. "It was for feast summoning. It's fine. It summoned goat. Only because the chicken runes were smeared." Lutha, halfway through levitating a bottle labeled, "Do not shake," added dryly, "We're all getting turned into salamanders." A blast of heat flared as the fire salamander egg hiccuped in its boiler cradle. Flames licked the vent slats. "Turn down the egg!" "It is down. We had to override the fire dampeners to keep the laundry room warm." "That's not allowed. That's animal ethics, or free energy regulation. One of the usual nonsense things." Tholbrand muttered something unprintable and rushed to the charm vault, a secure cache meant for healing and utility spells during employee emergencies, to check if it was still intact and nothing catastrophic had happened to the contents. It flashed. "Access denied. You are not a master-level rune mage." He threw his weight into it. "I'm the Guildmaster. This whole place is mine. What do you mean I'm not qualified? Don't cast on it. It reflects Too late. A deflected charm zinged down the hall, striking a decorative golem statue. It shimmered, shuddered, then launched into breakdancing. Someone screamed, possibly the golem. Above it all, the mana orb, jammed near the ceiling and glowing like a smug chandelier, pulsed ominously. "Still no plan to get that thing down?" "We tried a broom. It melted. Try a net." "We did. It caught fire. It was for personal use, wasn't it?" "You tried to hotwire the orb again." Meanwhile, a sentient grimoire zipped overhead, pages flapping in open rebellion. It dive-bombed Marin. "Hack! Loser! Nice aim, Sky Genius!" Marin flailed, lost balance, and the whole stack swayed like a drunk giant. "Do not tip!" Lutha snapped, holding it steady with one arm while stuffing unauthorized hexed potions into a drawer that immediately locked and sprouted teeth. The crystal ball pulsed again. This time, it said, "Now arriving." No, 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 no. Too late. The front doors yawned open with all the solemnity of a judge raising a gavel. Enter Archmagus Vera and her conclave entourage, every robe pristine, every gaze like a disapproving parent catching a teenager with a cursed summoning wand. The charmed broom made a valiant last sweep across the floor and buried a live glyph under a welcome mat. The glyph sparked. The broom caught fire. Vera sniffed once. That smell is highly illegal. Behind her, a scribe began writing. A cabinet burped out a glowing vial labeled "For external use only," seriously. Lutha kicked it back in and smiled tightly. Vera's eyes narrowed. "Is that dancing?" The golem, mid-spin, froze mid-pose. Tholbrand coughed. "A decorative enchantment. Very avant-garde." The goat clattered past, trailing half a curtain and chewing a scroll. No one acknowledged it. Vera turned slowly, taking in the sweat-slicked faces, the faint ether buzz in the air, the unmistakable thrum of poorly shielded magic. The sentient grimoire circled above like a vulture debating professionalism. "Poseur. Trash warding. Who licensed you?" She glanced down at her notes. "Our audit today will begin with a safety compliance review, followed by an artifact licensing check, charm vault content stability, and conclude with a facilities walkthrough." The welcome mat caught fire. No one moved. Vera closed her ledger. "Let's begin, shall we?" The platforms creaked, the orb pulsed, and somewhere deep in the air vents they heard the unmistakable bleating of a goat.